Good morning, it's me, Miss Mbe. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm only trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. But I want to talk about the black community this morning. We did our part in the election. Now it's time for us to take action on another level. They're dismantling all of these programs for our children. So we must come together and start our own communities like we did in the 70s. I remember in the 70s when school lunch was first started. I remember when in the 70s when black people created the majority of the public programs because there was no programs designed for black people. And as the years went by, we invited the Latinos in and they took over and kicked us out and disrespected us now with this vote. Like I said, I was a teacher for many years and they brought the Latinos in because they said they needed more Spanish-speaking teachers. Within 2 years, the Latino students started failing along with the black kids because all of the teachers and the aides were Latinos that could barely speak English. Within a couple of years after that, they hired the black people to come in and, what did they call it? Shadow these Latino teachers and professionals that didn't know how to speak 100% English to teach them English so they could teach their students. But the Latinos got paid more. They were still in training being trained by the black employees, educators, but the black educators were getting less money. So we don't have time to do what we did in November. We don't have time for that. We already did that. Now we have to take the next step, and that's educating our children, educating our community, pulling together all our resources and starting our own community. Getting our community more involved in our community instead of reaching out for other people and helping them. The biggest thing that's that's in the black community that's messing us up is the war between the men and the women. Our men have been so badly brainwashed that they believe that black women having a voice is something wrong. Black women being woke is wrong. They even voted against their own interests, a lot of them. And like yesterday on Father's Day, 2 of my Facebook friends, who I should have blocked because I don't like black men like this, wrote, black women talk too much, we do too much, we are this, we that, everything negative. And somebody agreed with that statement. And the black man that agreed with the statement is married. He's not even married to this woman. He's with a Latino woman whose parents call his black daughter a monkey every chance they get. He complains about this Latino woman. She doesn't know how to mop a floor. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do anything. And this is the same Latino people that the kids back in the day used to call the stoop kids because they stayed on the stoop and they were just dirty, like they were stoop kids. And to this day, they will sit out there on that stoop with their children and play in a fire hydrant that they played in since the 80s. Since the late 90s. Yeah, stoop kids. Now, this man, he loved this Latino woman, even though he talks about her like a dog. He left his black woman, his black children's mother, for this Latino woman. But all he do is complain about this woman. So we don't have time for that. We don't have time to fix no one anymore. We need to gather our resources and fix ourselves. We have doctors, lawyers, teachers, social workers, dance instructors, music teachers. We don't need them. We don't need them. They have their own. We have our own. So I don't like the idea of dividing, but it seems necessary now that we need to divide ourselves away from certain people. This demographic that we allowed to come into our community and reap what our people died for in the 70s and the 60s, and they showing no appreciation, needs to stop. It needs to stop. I can't even count anymore how many times I was disrespected by Latinos and just blew it off like, oh, that's just that person. It's not. It seems like it's all of them. We have to look at how many of them voted, and that's how many of them are racist against us. Colorists, racist. They don't even like their own people. If you are darker than them, they don't like you. They will be embarrassed of their grandmother because she's dark skinned. So how are we trying to help people that don't even like themselves? We need to bring our resources together as a black community and work together as a black community. I even feel that way about the Africans. And I'm African. My father's father was African. My father's a prince from my grandfather is a prince from Africa. So my father had royalty status. And when I got old and I started exploring the African culture for real, like eating with them and going to visit Africa, I noticed that they're just like the Latinos. They hate us too. They hate black Americans too. And I've been seeing on the internet, a lot of young African are saying that black people don't have a culture. But you're over here dressed in the styles that we created, everything. You're over here mimicking us, but we don't have a culture. So black Americans, we need to come together as a black American community and leave everybody out of it.